Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This video is long overdue. Obviously Oliver here is a year old now. He is so big and I love him so much. No! If I'm not talking as loud as I normally do, it's because I am actually just getting over from being sick. I had I don't even know, allergies or something going on from traveling from Maryland to Pennsylvania and back up over to Indiana. And so I wanted to hop on here, make a video really quickly and talk to you guys about traveling with a toddler. We traveled last with Oliver when he was 5 months old. And so this time it was a little bit different, some good, some bad, but I wanted to talk to you guys about it. Just give you some tips and that kind of thing. I have my notes here. I'm going to be splitting it into 2 categories. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is what to bring with you in the car that you might not think of, and the second thing is going to be what to bring with you to use in the home. And this is aside from obvious things like clothes, diapers, whatever. First things first, in the car. The car ride we have from Indiana to Maryland is about 9.5 to 10 hours without stopping. So we stop maybe 3 to 4 times. So, I mean, add 20 to 30 minutes each stop and you have our trip. We have to stop though, because obviously we have 2 dogs and Oliver. We need to get out ourselves and stretch our legs, get coffee. Always need coffee. It's just better that we stop, obviously, so we all don't lose our mind, right? The first thing I wanted to talk to you about is in the car. So we have a bin, and it's actually this one right here. I got it at Walmart. It's just a little guy in this bin, and we leave this somewhere easy to grab, so we do not pack anything on top of this. This is the thing on top of everything else. Sorry, my house is a mess. My kid is just destructive. So this is our bin for Oliver, and in this bin we keep essentials that we might need to grab right away, so that way I don't have to touch my diaper bag. I don't have to go through my diaper bag and dig anything out. We don't have to open up our luggage. Nothing. Everything that we would possibly need in the car would be in this bag or in this bin. So I fill this with, I have little poopy bags in case he decides to poop everywhere, diapers, wipes, socks, even his shoes. They stay in this bin generally, even when we're not traveling. A burp cloth, just in case, a blanket, change of clothes, small toys, that all stays in here. Small toys meaning just finger sensory toys, like nothing big or bulky, but something that could keep him a little bit occupied in the ride. But like I said, we fill this bin up with that stuff and we make sure we leave it out so one of us can grab it. Now, if you're by yourself, I'd leave this in the front seat or in between the consoles, someplace easy where you can go boop, 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 boop. Obviously, you're not gonna hand him a diaper to change himself, but you know what I mean. A bin filled with the essentials, obviously a blanket, because AC, you use the AC. I like the car cooler. We usually drive and we wear hoodies, even in the summer, because I like the car cold. I never put shoes on Oliver in the car. A lot of times, if I'm leaving early in the morning, I just take him from the bed and I let him sleep in his pajamas overnight that we're gonna have him in the car in, or the clothes that we're gonna have him in the car in if they're comfortable. And then I keep his shoes in this bin any day, not just traveling, but any day, because I don't put them on in the car. He just takes them off and throws them somewhere, or I don't want them thrown at me. We just wait off on the shoes until we get where we're going, so that way too, if we go to a stop and we're like, hey, let's go in and eat or something, we can just throw his shoes on or walk in really quickly and come out and We don't have to dig again through the stuff. So this is just preventing you from having to dig through what you've already packed in the car. Like, that's a pain. So just get a bin. This was like maybe $5 at Walmart. And the other thing is to get a lunch bag, and you pack that with snacks. Snacks are super important for a car trip or road trip or whatever kind of trip. We always never leave the house with snacks. Never. These 3 right now are my favorite snacks. So any of these pouches, not just the Go-Go Squeeze ones, but any of these pouches, they're very good. We love them. He can eat these now without busting them everywhere. So these are a must. This is the Pedal Peach. Would you like? He didn't want to eat dinner tonight, so he's probably hungry. We also go to Aldi's and we load up on those fruit and veggie pouches because they're 79 cents a pop. So we get those. The other kind we get are the Once Upon a Time, or Once Upon a Story. Is it Once Upon a Story, Once Upon a Time? They're the newest pouches. They sell them at like Target and Whole Foods, I think now, and I can't remember, but they're with the yogurt section. So we get those too because their big pouches are like 100 calories a pouch. So we just get stuff that's filled with nutrients for him that's good. He can fill himself up on in the car, so we don't have to constantly stop and prep something for him to eat. So obviously anything that needs to be refrigerated, throw it in your lunch bag and put an ice cooler in it and just use it when you need it. The other thing that we like is these baby mums. Oliver loves these too. And the reason why I like them so much is because they are not that messy. Like, they're not crummy. So he can sit there and if he breaks them apart or bites into them, the crumbs don't like explode everywhere and get everywhere. Now, when they're eating in the car, in their car seat, most likely something's gonna get lost in between the seats. So when you get to where you're going, just make sure that you clean it out. Just make sure that you clean it out, which reminds me I actually have to clean his seat out. But they're not messy, and he eats these really, okay, I guess he didn't want it, but he eats these really well. This is all they are. The one last thing we put into the lunch bag, and we keep it in a little plastic baggie, is Motrin or Tylenol, whatever you guys use, or any kind of pain relief. That's super important, especially since he decided that, or his molars decided that they wanted to break through basically on the way home, like 2 days before we left. So that was a fun trip on the way home. He wasn't too bad. I think it was just, he would go through these just times of discomfort, and he just was not having anything. One last thing, actually, that we keep in the car is a tablet. Now, I know some of you might be watching this being like, screen time. We give our kids screen time. It's just what it is. I need my sanity. My husband doesn't come home during normal hours, so we got him a tablet when we left for Christmas, around Christmas time, so when he was 5 months old. Granted, I use the tablet, obviously, more than he does right now, but it's like a beat up thing, and we go on Netflix and we download movies, or Amazon Video through Amazon Prime, and we download shows that he loves to watch. So we don't have to use internet in the car. It's just downloaded on the tablet. So Trolls is like one of them that you can download off of Netflix that we just play over and over and over and over again. Like, I literally know the movie from the beginning to the end. When he is at his wit's end and there is nothing else, no toy, no flashcards, not even funny faces can like entertain this child, because it will get to that point, especially when you're in the car for 10.5 to 11 hours with a baby or a toddler at this point. Sometimes you just gotta turn it on, okay? Now we're gonna talk about what to make sure you have for wherever you're going. Now, basically, the bottom line is anything that is comforting is what you want. You want something, smells, sounds, things that your babies will go, oh, I know that. We take our pack and play and we use that as what he sleeps in. And when we went home for Christmas, there was a problem with that, because he would not for the life of him lay in the pack and play. every time we walked over towards it, he would scream and cry. And I don't know if that's because he missed his crib, which probably, but also there was new sounds, new sights. He doesn't go in the pack and play here at home, so he didn't remember the pack and play, I guess. Like, it was just a new thing for him all over. He freaked out, and this time I was a little nervous because I was like, crap, well, I don't really want him to sleep with us because then I gotta come home and we have to re-sleep train him, and then it just starts over the process. This is where this amazing product comes in. This beautiful, 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 and comfy, and beautiful DockATot. This is a product that DockATot had sent to me. So again, thank you, DockATot. I've thanked them like a million times. I'm gonna link below a blog post that I wrote on this product, okay? There's cute pictures and everything, and it's just some information for you guys to look at. And if you want to get this specific, this is a grand dock. So they have a deluxe and a grand. This is for babies 9 months to 32 months. Guys, it's huge. The DockATot is our new best friend. Not only is it extremely soft, it's like a down comforter for babies. That's what it reminds me of, that like feathery type of thing. Not only that, but you can unzip it and wash it. You can wash the cover. My dog likes to lay in this, so it's nice that you can. Are you pooping? Here he comes jumping on it because he loves it. The DockATot. Now, if you know anything about a DockATot, then you're gonna be like, I'm not spending that money on it if you don't have one. That was me, 100%. And I go into this in the blog post. It's like, whatever. It's expensive, I get it. But to me, after using it and seeing how much my child freaking loves this thing, we are getting a deluxe when we have our second baby, whenever that will be. And they're just gonna have to fight over this, or we're gonna have to get another one. You would look at it and go, wow, it's so simple. Like, just stack up pillows on the couch or whatever. No, it doesn't. I've done that with him, okay? He's rolled off up and over the couch, or he pushes the pillows off, or whatever. It's happened. Now he knows how to get off the couch, but when he sleeps, he is a roller. And this thing, I sit on the couch here. We set this on the couch, and he goes to sleep in my arms, and then I transfer him to the dock. And I was doing this, we got it a week, 2 weeks, a week and a half before we left for Maryland. Brought it with us because I was like, we're gonna bring it. I want to test it out, and I needed to write the blog post, so I wanted to use it, so I had something to write and to see how it worked, you know, actually using it. He went to sleep in his pack and play. We put the dock in, and I put, there was no blankets or anything, it was just the DockATot. And I'm not even kidding you, the first night we got to my in-laws, I put him in, and he rolled over right to sleep, just as he would if he was on the couch. Like, I was like taken back for a minute because I was like, wait a minute, what? This was the secret all along. It must just have been because we used it in the house. Look. It must just have been because we used it in the home, and it has the smells of our couch and our house and the dogs, and he is used to what it smells like. And not only that, but it cradles the baby. Like, it's a comforting thing, and it's very soft and comfortable. Yes, that's your purse. Okay. He went right to sleep, and he slept perfectly, literally the whole time we were gone. We went to my in-laws, we went to my mom's, and we went to my great aunt's house. In all three places, he never once had an issue going down for a nap or bedtime. And then during the nap, during the day, when he goes down for a nap, not all the time can I get him in the pack and play when we're away. Usually when we're home, I lay with him, and I will close my eyes and go to sleep for like an hour or 3, whatever. But I use that time in the day because I don't co-sleep. I don't share a bed with him. And so this is my co-sleeping or sharing a bed with him this is my time to do that during the day, and at night he sleeps by himself in his room with the door shut and a nightlight on. And nap time came around, and I just picked him up and I took him downstairs to where we were sleeping at my in-laws. And I was trying to lay with him on the bed, and he wouldn't. He would not. He wouldn't lay with me on the couch. He wouldn't lay with me on the bed. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get this dock. Got the dock tot, brought it to the room, threw it on the bed, laid him on it, laid next to him while he was in the dock tot, and he went right to sleep. I was like, are you kidding me right now? I loved it because it was amazing, but I just didn't think like this thing was just such a necessity. I mean, guys, yes, it's a sponsored product, and I'm making this video so I can include this for it, but this is a genuine comment. Like, get one, put it on a registry. I'm pretty sure on their website you can make payments, but it's breathable fabric, it's machine washable, it's safe, you know. There's so much you can do with it. You can do tummy time, you can feed the baby on it if you're breastfeeding, or if you're bottle feeding, or whatever. Like, there's so much, guys. Go to their website, the link is below, and I will link mine, and I will link my blog post, so check that out. I love this thing. I don't know what I was doing that took me so long to realize how good of a product this is. So it's definitely worth the investment. It is an investment that I would say take the leap and get it. We bring our baby monitor with us as well. Our baby monitor, we have, I will show you. We have two of. It's the Lollipop Baby Cam. The one I have, I actually bought myself, and this one down here is one that they had sent me. So, I can't even, it's got a bendy thing so it can literally go anywhere, and it hooks up to Wi-Fi. So, the Wi-Fi where we were, we just hooked it up, put it in his room, put it towards his pack and play. What's great about the Lollipop Baby Cam also is that, hi Ollie, you smell like poop. Here at home, we always use a sound machine, okay? So instead of bringing the sound machine with us, all we had to do was bring the monitor, because the Lollipop Baby Cam actually has a setting on it to play sounds, soothing sounds, and music through the monitor itself. So, hooked it up, turned on the sound. He uses white noise, that's his favorite. And between that and the duck tot and his routine, I mean, he went right to sleep. That's pretty much it for this video. My throat is so dry right now, so I can't talk much longer. But the biggest thing is just to stick with routine as well. That's another really big thing you want to keep in mind when you're going to new places. Routine is super important for babies. Just that is for most adults too. It gives them a sense of comfort and a sense of, I remember this, like I know what's going on now. So his bedtime routine and his morning routine especially, we did not change up. It was the same as it was if we were home. It just looked different, that's all. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was a little shorter than I would have normally had it, but again, I've been sick, and I just wanted to share also these really great products with you that I've come across lately. If you're not following me already on Instagram, be sure to go follow me on Instagram. I'm going to leave it down below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And also check out my blog, and if you're interested in bloggers, be sure to subscribe to that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Say bye. He didn't want to say bye. Thanks, guys.